Dakota. Hi, Lenny, Mike, Jesse, Rosie. Hey, if anyone could go onto the Athletes Messenger page and just let them know that the live video's up. If not, don't worry about it. They'll catch on eventually. Thank you guys for joining us on late notice this Sunday evening.
We're also going to save, Rhonda, just make sure you save a copy on your camera roll of this video, because we can actually put it on YouTube and then post a link onto Box Command.
Okay.
Of the same video.
Will do.
So that way, some people don't have Facebook, some people just only have Instagram. So if they have Instagram, we could just post on Instagram like, hey, there's going to be a video on Box Command explaining exactly what we're doing.
Thank you, Jesse, for posting that. Can you guys hear Coach Clem okay? I know you probably can hear me okay, but Clem, do you want to do like a little test sentence or?
Testing 1, 2, 3. 7, 6, 7, 8, 9, 37, 66.
54, 38.
Right? Omaha, 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 Omaha.
Getting some thumbs up there. That reminds me of Manning.
That's why I said it, Omaha.
Okay.
Omaha is Manning. That's his audible. Omaha, Omaha. If y'all can hear Omaha, then I'm coming in loud and clear.
Can you guys hear Omaha? Peyton Manning style. Okay. Well, we don't want to make this video too long. We have Jeremiah, Kathy, Roxy, Naya. We've got several people that have joined on. Thank you guys for joining.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so we'll get it started. So just to start off, I know we made a lot of announcements this last week. And these announcements it's pretty much as fluid, because it's as fluid as it is in the worldwide situation when it comes to this coronavirus. So all that fluidity in the world, as well as in our nation, it comes down to us too. So we've had these discussions with local boxes, local gym owners. We're all kind of discussing things of our best options, what's the best precaution to take. And for us, and I'll be the first to let you know that I'm old school. So I believe that a lot of this stuff could be pandemonium, could not be pandemonium. But I'm old school in the fact that I believe that us as people, as human beings, we need to have our immunity system built up, because in order to get strong, you got to get weak. And that's the way that the body builds itself up, is that it's just a natural process, right? Smallpox back in 50, 60, 70, even 100 years ago affected people back then, but smallpox today, they got vaccinations, and we also have a tougher immune system to fight off the same disease that killed, tons of people a while ago. Spanish flu, or the flu, it's the same thing. 1918 killed a bunch of people. Today, it's killing a bunch of people, but not nearly as much as it did back in 1918. 1918 was 25 million. Today, I think we're at 45,000, which is not really a lot in comparison. So we're getting a little long-winded when it comes to that, but we're going to talk about the coronavirus because that's the big elephant in the room. Just to start off, this is going to be a situation where it's fluid, but it's going to be temporary. This is not going to be a forever thing, but we have to take precautions. And the reason why we have to take precautions with the social distancing and the decision is that it's not so much of us being sick and we're going to get over it. It is us as a community to help out everyone in the entire city of San Antonio. Rhonda actually did a great job on literally giving me information for the last, 5 days, babe?
Yes.
5 or 6 days about
fun.
the importance of social distancing in comparison to actually healing people and helping everyone to be not to be overwhelmed. And when we say overwhelmed, we mean hospital beds, we mean ICUs, we mean emergency rooms. We have a few nurses in our box. Coach Rox is one of them. We have a few people that are Mercedes. They're in the health profession. So it is our job, our responsibility as a community to try to level that, to try to help ease their burden. Because if we just everyone just decides to open things up and we have large gatherings and everyone's getting sick, guess what? They're going to go to the hospital beds. And guess what? If the hospital beds are overrun, there's going to be a bunch of people that really need help that probably won't get the help and may die. So this is the reason why we had a lot of decisions when it comes to the social distancing and some of the changes that we're actually implementing is not just because to help to keep you guys healthy, because that's important, but it's also to keep your grandmother healthy. It's also to keep your maybe your dad who has a compromised immune system healthy. It's also important for friends that may have sicknesses,
asthma
kids,
people,
people with asthma.
yeah.
This is a really, really serious thing. So that's the reason why we're trying to limit and trying to basically keep this as healthy as possible for you, so that way you don't go out and get someone else sick that can't fight as much as you guys can. So that's the reason why we had that decision. All right, so having said that, what we're going to do going forward is we're going to have an 8-athlete cap of the class. That is the 5 a.m., the 9 a.m., the 5:15, the 6:15, and the 7:15. So no more than 8 athletes per class. What does that mean? What that means is that you guys really need to RSVP early.
Inbox command, not on
the messenger, because the messenger gets tied up. We get really, really chatty on the messenger, and you might have messaged us like 30 minutes before class, and that is lost because we're on a thread that goes 30 messages in a minute. You guys know what we're talking about. So you have to RSVP through Box Command. You have a 1-hour grace period. So the cutoff is at 1 hour for you to RSVP. If you're within that hour and you look on that RSVP roster and there's not 8 people, you can still get in, but you better message us extremely quickly, because if it fills up at 8 and you're the 9th person and you decide to roll up in here and you don't have an RSVP, you are going to be asked to wait to the next class, or you're going to be asked to go home if it's a 7 o'clock class. And we're only doing that because that's our guidelines.
And that's CDC recommended.
And CDC recommended, and the San Antonio mayor actually recommended this. They basically said social gatherings of 10 or more should be avoided. Social gatherings of 250 or more should be avoided. So this is the social distancing that we're following. We're following the CDC. We're also following the mayor. Okay, the way this thing rolls, in about a week, everyone could be shut down. You never know. There's schools right now, as you guys know, that are shut down. Okay, there's different states of the country that are shutting down bars and restaurants.
Hold on, let me pause real quick.
Industry.
Okay, they lost the feed. Okay, hold on.
Who lost the feed?
We did. Well, we're gonna pick back up, guys. Our
What did you guys lose?
no, it's just because our internet is a little bit shaky here at the business. So
We should just go.
it's okay. Don't worry. We're back on. What did we miss?
Yes.
We're still on 8 athletes per class. Did everybody get the majority of that information? If you could give me a thumbs up or yes, we'll give it, I think it's a few seconds delay, so. And thank you for being patient. All right, he says we got it back. Okay, so Coach Clem, I'm going to go back to the 8 athlete cap. It was a CDC recommendation. Okay, good. We got thumbs up. All right.
Did they all get that?
Yep. 8 athletes,
Per class.
1 coach.
Now, just to highlight again, in case you missed it, you have to RSVP on Box Command that you're coming in to do class. You have to RSVP. You have a 1-hour window to RSVP.
1 hour prior to the class.
Prior to the class. You can RSVP literally a week in advance, the way it works. So you have a 1-hour window. Lana, you're not allowed to go up there, babe.
Okay, and then also if you can't make a class, let's talk about that.
Yes.
Please.
If you guys cannot make a class, if you RSVP for a class and you cannot make the class, please do not leave your name on that RSVP and block it up so people can't RSVP in place of you. If you can't make it in, take your name off the RSVP so others have an opportunity to RSVP. It wouldn't be fair if you left your name on there and we're waiting for you guys, or we're looking at this roster and we have 8, but only 6 showed and the other 2 kept their name on there and didn't pull it off, so the 2 other people didn't have an opportunity. Okay? Please, 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 if you guys cannot make it, pull yourself off the RSVP. Did everyone get that?
Yes, I think so. All right, so
awesome. So moving along, if you guys cannot make it in, or you're capped at the class, we will have an option where there's going to be at-home workouts of the day. It is going to be written into Box Command daily as at-home WOD. So if you guys can't make it in, that's going to be written in there. Now, as an additional service that we're going to provide to you guys, if you are capped past 8 and you can't make it in, message us on Box Command, on the feed on Box Command. See, there's a Box Command messenger board that you'll message and say, hey, RSVP filled, I need the at-home WOD. The reason why is we're going to have a Zoom feature available for you guys to discuss the actual workout. So there will be an actual coach in that class time that's going to be coaching class, but at the same time is going to be there on Zoom talking to you guys and saying, hey, this is the WOD that you guys can do at home. This is what the rep scheme is. This is the expectation. This is the whatever, okay? Now, if it's less than 8 people on the class and you're still doing the at-home WOD, there will not be a Zoom feature. It is only if the class is capped. Did everyone get that?
We also need to just clarify that we need to get like a hands up in that box command comment section if somebody wants the Zoom coaching, because otherwise we're not going to go on a Zoom live room with no participants.
Correct. So if you don't want to be seen at 5 a.m.
Thank you, Jenny. She says we're really awesome adapting to all this on the fly. Thank you. Appreciate it. We do.
These are very tough decisions.
Yeah.
And these decisions we don't take this thing lightly. We look out for you guys' best interest first and foremost. I mean, it's, we're a business at the heart of it, but really the reason why I opened up this gym, the reason why I looked at this as a dream of mine is not so much to make a bunch of money, because I'm not a fucking millionaire. Okay, we're not rich. I do this just because I love to help people, and that's my passion, is to help people. That's my calling, as you may say. So I think that in another life I'll probably be doing this for free. But, this America, nothing's free.
All right. So, again, just as a recap on the Zoom meeting, and it's only during class times, right?
Yes.
We can't do a Zoom with you at midnight.
Correct.
Okay.
Only during coaching class times. And only if you request it.
And only if
it's capped.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Now, going forward, this is actually something that we're going into. This is a new venture that we're doing with the 8-person cap, because before we used to have like 16 people in here, okay? We're limiting that. If things are happening where it's the same 8 folks RSVPing a week straight, and there's some athletes that really want to get into class and they don't have an opportunity, we may look at some different avenues there. But we're going to talk about that a little bit later too, for some additional options, okay?
Saturday.
Now, Saturday schedule. Coach Jesse brought up a great point when we were discussing our options about this cap situation. Is Saturday is our largest class. I mean, sometimes we'll have classes of 16 or more on a Saturday WOD. So what we're going to do as an option and as a benefit for you guys is we're going to open up another time slot for Saturday WODs. We're going to have a 9 a.m. Saturday WOD and a 10 a.m. Saturday WOD with the same 8-person cap. Okay? So literally it's going to be 16 people that could come in over the next 2 hours on a Saturday. Does everyone have that? So a 9 a.m. WOD, 10 a.m. WOD.
Oli, we'll talk to you guys in the Oli page.
Yeah, we'll talk to you guys on the Oli page, as well as we're going to have a podcast too. Does everyone have that?
You're on.
Fully in?
You're on.
It seems like the camera's getting closer and closer.
Well, no, I want them to be able to see the board too. Mm-hmm. Okay, so new Saturday. That'll start this Saturday, of course.
Yes, I'll start this Saturday. Now, those that have open gym, you guys have a choice and an option. If you feel like you're getting capped, or you feel like you're not being able to make it into class, open gym, that's actually what it's there for. So open gym will be a 24-hour
operation. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You guys are going to be open for 24 hours for open gym folks. Open gym folks, you guys can either get other open gym folks to have like a small group, if you guys want to, like a group of 3 or 4, just do a WOD together. There won't be a coach here, obviously, but that's why your open gym is that you have that option. Okay? So if you can't make it into class or you're getting capped off, don't forget, open gym folks, you have that option to do that.
But they cannot be more than 8.
Cannot be more than 8.
Okay, yes. Please.
Still 8.
Yes.
I don't want to see 65 open gym folks up in here. Now, those that maybe scheduling, maybe the kids are out of school or something extenuating is happening.
Or if they're an at-risk population.
Or at-risk population, meaning that your immune system is compromised or something's going on with your health where you feel like you can't come in during a group setting during this time. We are offering the solo open gym checkout option, meaning that you guys just message us, let us know if you want to partake in that. It's a 30-minute block, so you guys would have 30 minutes to come in here and do a solo open gym workout by yourself with no one here, so you have your own time. Okay? Does everyone have that?
Yes. And this extends out to even those that don't have open gym, because if you're at risk and, this is very temporary measures, we're not going to be like, hey, come in and pay us so that you can have a 30-minute block. We want to work with you. So don't worry about that. If you have young kids, you have an elderly person you take care of, and you just can't come in a group setting, even if it is 8.
Correct.
We want you to be able, if you want to come in and get a workout in, get on the rower, get on the pull-up bars if you need to. So just message us privately, and we'll work something out.
It is a open gym block, 30 minutes.
Thank you, Rosie. She says, I love how you come together and strategize. We appreciate it. Lisa's been tough.
So it's solo, meaning one person. Okay, that doesn't mean you guys are grabbing a group of people and you're coming in here doing a solo 30-minute workout. That's not what this is intended for. This is intended for at-risk populations that are our current athletes that need to do a solo workout.
And with their children, if you need to bring your kids in,
if you need to bring your kids
that's
in,
different. Yeah,
it's a solo situation. Same thing. It's the same thing. That option is available. Okay. Did I miss anything else?
Well, so we're gonna do this week, and then if this gets extended by the government, we'll look at you guys maybe being able to check out some equipment, smaller equipment. We'll look at those options into the weeks following.
Correct. So again, just remember, this is a temporary thing. This is something that we're doing as a precautionary measure just to help everyone out in the community, not just athletes, but for everyone else. I know that this may cause some temporary inconveniences, right? We're used to a certain thing. We're creatures of habit, but just work with us. We're trying our best to basically get this thing going so people can still come in, have a good workout. People can still come in and feel comfortable and feel clean and feel like they're not at risk. So we're trying to provide all available options so that way we can help. One more thing I did forget. Effective immediately, drop-ins are not allowed.
So, yeah.
Yes. So that means family members from out of town, friends from out of town.
New athletes that we don't do that, no.
Even new athletes that may be down the street. Just right now as a precautionary measure, we're not allowing new drop-ins to come in, obviously, because we don't know, the ins and outs of the new athlete. And this could be somebody that's coming in from the streets saying, hey, I want to try you guys out. We're going to basically, kindly tell them that we're not allowing drop-ins. Drop-ins are not allowed until this, gets stabilizes.
All right, we're going to open it up for questions, guys.
And we're also not taking in new athletes. So,
no new friends right now.
There's not going to be, not even friends, just athletes in general. We're not taking anybody in right now. We're trying to keep everything comprised of us only.
The current community.
So we can basically keep this as in-house as possible.
I'll throw something out there. For our field day, we're just going week by week, and we'll give more updates as it comes along. But if you could just please say a word like that, don't hinder that from donating, because the donation thing is going forward with
Correct.
Jenny.
Yeah, we're not saying that the field day is canceled. Donations are still accepted, and I actually would recommend you guys still donate because it's for Children for Cancer. It's not a.
We're still doing the raffle regardless.
Right, it's for a great cause. It's for Children for Cancer. Okay, we've already donated. We're not, putting any pressure on you guys donating, but that would be extremely helpful. I also I'm just going off topic here. I know that we're doing social distancing. I know we're doing a lot of this stuff here. Just understand that the way that this social distancing is working and the way that everything is being impacted, large corporations are not going to be impacted. As a matter of fact, large corporations are probably going to get a bailout from the government. The people that may suffer are small businesses. Okay, we're a small business. Long Tab across the way is a small business. There's going to be a
lot of athletes that are small business owners.
We have a lot of athletes that are small business owners.
Yes.
Okay, this is going to impact us hugely. So every decision that we're making here in 10 Arrows, we understand there's going to be an impact to it, business-wise and community-wise. And these are sacrifices that we're all making. What I would recommend for you guys, and this is not even talking about us, what I would recommend to you guys, if you have an opportunity support your local business.
Buy a gift card
Buy a
to
gift
one.
card. If you have to wait an extra hour for a workout, go to Long Tap, maybe buy a beer. Okay? They're going to be impacted just as much as we're going to be impacted. And if the city goes down the path of maybe how Washington is getting close to doing this, they may shut everything down in the city. So this is going to impact everyone across the board, and especially small business owners. So this is not something that we take lightly.
I don't see any questions here. Thank you guys so much for understanding. We have an open line of communication with Coach Clem, me, Rhonda. I'm not going to put the video on me, but we've been cleaning. We're going to continue cleaning. But yeah, just message us either via Facebook, Instagram, or you can email us at info@10arrowsfitness.com.
Yeah.
Any final questions, thoughts? We appreciate your time, guys, this Sunday.
Yes, absolutely. For sure.
All right. We'll see you guys at the box.
All right, see y'all later. Peace
Bye.
out. Arrows up.